strange how the best moments of our lives we scarcely notice except in looking back. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. Life would be unbearably dull if we had answers to all our questions. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect least. Être dans le vent, c'est avoir le destin des feuilles mortes. Not every instance requires a response. Truth resides silently in the seat of power. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. You never fail until you stop trying. Truth is what stands the test of experience. Success is defined in units of fun. It's all about being happy. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. A smiling lie is a whirlwind, easy to enter, but hard to escape. There's more to life than simply increasing its speed. Breathing control gives man strength, vitality, inspiration, and magic powers. All the fish needs is to get lost in the water. All man needs is to get lost in Tao. Thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. Life is not about living the safer option. Life is about living a life worth living. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. Your sacred space is where you can find yourself over and over again. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future. Behind every beautiful thing, there's some kind of pain. What is important is not what you hear said, it's what you observe. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Too many people are too busy making a living to make a life. Crying can bring relief, as long as you don't cry alone. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. If truth is not acceptable, it becomes the imagination of others. Apparent confusion is a product of good order, apparent cowardice of courage, apparent weakness of strength. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. What cannot be said, above all must not be silenced, but written. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because nobody looks attractive spitting it back out. If you always want the validation of others, you won't grow beyond people's expectations. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, choose selfishness, have few desires. Be bold. Don't be shy to say no to the future you don't like. Just because it's taking time doesn't mean it's not happening. I've never seen anything as bright as the rays of kindness. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. Only dead fish go with the flow. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. It's faith in something and enthusiasm for something that makes a life worth living. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. I only want to write, and there's no college for that, except life. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. I live in my own little world, but it's okay, they know me here. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. Keep working hard, and you can get anything that you want. Once you bid farewell to discipline, you say goodbye to success. Good order results spontaneously when things are let alone. I believe in looking reality straight in the eye and denying it. In business, professionalism is not a tactic, but a moral value. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. I would never die for my beliefs, because I might be wrong. Misconceptions play a prominent role in my view of the world. It was the truth, and like any truth, it was powerful. Being unconquerable lies with yourself. Being conquerable lies with your enemy. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. The heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. That knowledge, which stops at what it does not know, is the highest knowledge. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. We don't receive wisdom, we must discover it for ourselves. If you can dream it, you have the innate ability to make it a reality in your life. Never curse a fall. The ground is where humility lives. Always stand up for truth, regardless of who steps on it. Any intelligent fool can make things bigger and more complex. It takes a touch of genius and a lot of courage to move in the opposite direction. More powerful than the will to win is the courage to begin. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. There is nothing frightening in the dark if you just face it. Everything is relative in this world, where change alone endures. The essence of technology is by no means anything technological. You know you made it when your friends tell their friends that you are their friend. Everything takes time. Bees have to move very fast to stay still. Karma is given not to those who ask, but to those who ask of nothing. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death.